Hi everyone. This is a video I did a few years back. Uh, for those that have seen my video about my stage play, I went through a divorce 11 years ago. Then I moved to this apartment, and I didn't work for a year. I was kind of down and feeling sorry for myself. And then I did that stage play, and it brought up my confidence. So this is a video I did on my old ASMR channel, and I'm not playing the whole thing, just the part, because earlier I was talking about the stage play and how it helped me out. But so at this point in the story, I'm saying, oh, the stage play brought up my confidence, and then I'm going on these dating sites and everything, and this is the story. So doing that stage play was the first thing that started to get my confidence back, if I ever had confidence. And the next thing was to get a job, and I got one pretty soon after the play was done. I worked as a temp at P&G in Belleville, Ontario. And I worked there for a couple of years. Procter and Gamble. And I went on many dates in the last 4 years through the dating site Plenty of Fish, and met some very nice women. Some didn't connect with me. I didn't connect with some of them. There were a couple of women that I wanted to date more than the one date, but they didn't want to date me, and the other way around too. There was just no total connection, I guess. And so I stopped the dating. I stopped going on Plenty of Fish for a little bit and took a break. And then there's this local singles dance called Romeo and Juliet here in Trenton, Ontario. And I thought, I'll try that. I'll actually go out and meet people. And by this time, my confidence was great. Like, I felt good about myself. I had a full-time job, and I was interacting with people again and had friends, so I was feeling good about myself. And I went to the singles dance. And I sat at this table, and right away it was kind of depressing because it was the first time I'd been at a dance by myself. In past years, I used to be a disc jockey in the 80s and 90s, and my wife would come to most of the dances, and I'd have a partner to disc jockey with. But at this dance, I felt alone. And I sat at this table and didn't really interact with anybody. I was kind of shy. And this woman said, "You're not dancing." And I said, "Well, I'm not a great dancer." And she said it didn't really matter. And so we started talking a little bit, and I liked her, and she seemed to like me. I remember this. There's some, I think I said earlier, people's words, right, in your life, they might say something to you just off the cuff, not even really thinking, but it just stays with you for a long time, or maybe for eternity. And even if it was like, there's things like one of my brothers said to me years and years ago. And at the time, it killed me. It hurt me. And it was not a big deal, really, but still. Just these memories that, yeah. So, once again, I was feeling good about myself and having a good conversation, and I think I had a dance with her, and then we started talking, and she asked me what I did for a living. And I said I worked as a temp at P&G. And she said to me, "That's not good enough." Yeah. And right away, just that one sentence, that's not good enough, or half sentence. And I was working full time. I was working 1 week. 1 week it would be 60 hours, 12-hour shifts. And then the second week would be 24 hours. And every week, you'd work from 7 at night until 7 in the morning. Then the next week, you'd flip it around and you'd work at 7 in the morning until 7 at night. So, it was hard work too, but it was only minimum wage. My confidence and everything crashed. But I think I even say it here. But I knew she was just a bitch and that she was wrong. That what does that mean? I'm not good. That's not good enough. What does my job have to do with her? We just met. And I was down again. Even though I knew that what she said was wrong, and it was good enough, because having a job, at least I had a job, right? So I knew she was wrong, and I knew she was I won't say the word, but she could tell that I was upset, but I didn't say anything back to her. And after a while, she did apologize. But before that, she was telling me how, I guess she was married and she got divorced, and she had whatever, I don't know what job she had, but she worked 12-hour shifts. And she had 2 cars and a house, and I was thinking to myself, I don't care what you have. But obviously that was important to her. Having things was important to her. So like I said, she apologized, and I think we danced after that once or twice. And she sweated a lot, and she wasn't that attractive. And at the end of the evening, I even walked her to her car. Yeah, always being Mr. Nice Guy, right? Like, even at times when you really shouldn't. Yeah. And I gave her a hug. And there was talk about friending each other on Facebook, but I never did friend her. And I've seen her, I know her Facebook page. Yeah, I'm sure she's still around, but I haven't seen, I don't know, I forget her name and everything, but I remember seeing her Facebook page and almost being tempted to kind of message her and kind of just, give her a little bit of, how, what she said was wrong, like she was a bitch. Or I did at the time, and I almost felt like messaging her, and excuse me, I almost felt like messaging her, but I didn't. And I've gotten a better job with benefits. I work at McKesson, Canada. And so I've built myself up even more than at P&G. But I wonder now if that was the same situation and we were talking and I said, I work at McKesson, Canada, if that would be good enough for her. Probably not. I don't know. And so that's it. And even though I've kind of left that behind, that hurt, it's still obviously once in a blue moon something will trigger it.
make me think of that, and it will kind of bother me inside. And I still wonder sometimes if I should just send her a message and tell her, get out my feelings to her, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. So that's it,
really
basically. And what would be the point of that, right? Like, I wouldn't want to be her friend anyway, because her saying that before, it's like, so what would be the point, right? Just forget about it and move on. I've got a great girlfriend now, Molly, and you know, don't need a snob like that in your life. And yeah, so I just remember that. That's not good enough. What a thing to say to somebody. So yeah, I'd love comments below about if you've ever had that kind of thing happen to you, with somebody saying something, kind of similar to that, or just something that really kind of destroyed you at the time. So thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.